Good morning, everyone. I'm John Murillo, Chief Dealing Officer at B2 Broker. I'm delighted to be back in Europe, the Netherlands. I'm actually based out of Dubai, so we're enjoying this fantastic climate compared to what we experience back home. First of all, my topic for today is navigating the Bitcoin derivatives space. It's an area in which I find tremendous value in today's landscape. I serve B2 Broker, who is a technology and liquidity provider. So I will run you through some of today's topic and some of the most fascinating tools in terms of opportunities. So in the space that we run today, many people ask me, and many of my clients say, John, why is crypto derivatives worth taking a look at? And I always tell someone the demographics in this landscape, the new age, the new target audience for a lot of businesses out there, whether you're an exchange, a broker-dealer operation, and so forth, is magnificent. It's basically we have a traders age group that has come to the trading community in which we never saw before at such a young age. And a lot of crypto enthusiasts, a lot of crypto native guys are here to stay in a whole new industry that we see a lot of potential through. If you look at one of the most key points in this presentation is the number of identity verified users. The number of traders and how it has grown into the crypto derivative space, whether it's BTC, ETH, etc. We have a tremendous growth in this area, and I think this is nothing but an opportunity for those who are traders or those who run operations in this field. The crypto phenomenon, as I call it, is something I label opportunities for traders, opportunities for businesses. Why I say this, there's a lot of institutional players who have joined the crypto world. This is a game changer in many areas in terms of opportunity. There are companies like ours who build crypto ecosystems, who build all those tools you need to succeed, whether it's in trading or creating your own business in a crypto economy. In a very simplistic way, what I'm trying to say here today is, let's break down very quickly what is a crypto derivative. I'm sure many of you are familiarized, but nevertheless, from a theoretical and a simplistic point of view, we have a contract between two parties whereby you specify the buying or selling of an asset. Simple as that. So with this in mind, we see today a trend not only on perpetuals, but in CFD trading as well. And companies like ours, we're constantly assessing new trends. Most of you are familiarized with the concept of crypto spot, the underlying asset, and where most of you are pretty clear that, when you own when you own a Bitcoin, for example, you actually have that ownership if it's a spot contract. But if you're trading a derivative, you don't actually have ownership of that contract. So basically, it creates an opportunity. If you're trading crypto spot, it's more of an investor approach. If you're trading a derivative, it comes to many businesses or traders around the world trying to use a hedge or a speculative trade for your own benefit. A lot of what I see today is profit opportunities in the crypto spot market is primarily on a bull run. Whereas if you're trading a derivative, it doesn't matter price action, as long as you're obviously on the right side of the trade, you can go long, you can go short. In addition to it, when you trade a spot contract, for example, a BTC, you have to make payment of that asset in full. if you're just trading a BTC, for example, right now 27,000, you're going to apply, or your broker exchange, you can do margin trading, and you can just utilize a percentage of margin to open that position. Therefore, when we look at the spot market, it's obviously liquidity behind is fairly decent, but we see a lot of trends nowadays where a lot of the makers, exchanges, market makers in the space are pricing much more aggressive into the derivatives market. So this is a very useful slide that, if analyzed, it gives you an overview of where the market is today. The price component, of course, is a spot price for the spot contract, but nevertheless, when you're trading at derivatives, you have the underlying asset and a premium. So that is the risk premium that some of the makers price into it. What companies like ours, like B2 Brokers does, is we create these crypto communities, crypto ecosystems, and when we build businesses, whether it's a broker-dealer, whether it's an exchange, in this example I present to you all, it's the diagram of the entire infrastructure in place to run your own crypto broker. This is a new trend in the market. This is something we're seeing tremendous momentum through, and I am a firm believer this is a matter of opportunity. For those of you who are here today and are willing to start a business, companies like ours have the expertise, the know-how, how to guide you into creating this type of structures. Of course, we can get into the mechanics. By the way, after this discussion, I will share this presentation with anyone who wishes to go into our website. We will upload it and you can view it yourselves. But this is a very powerful tool. This is a way to start a business. This is a way for those of you who are starting operations to get into the space and create successful operations. Companies like B2 Broker, once again, we create liquidity, or we pass on liquidity to our customers. We have some of the deepest liquidity pools in place because we serve institutional players. So these are some of the examples of how aggressive pricing can be. And for those of you who are traders, this is ultimately a way to monetize in this derivative space. Companies like us, effectively what we have is some of the most sophisticated trading infrastructure in place to build those operations. We've been in business for years. We're not new to the crypto community or crypto ecosystems. So we have been doing this for a very long time, and I'm a firm believer, especially at this point in my career, that expertise is the key to success. Many people may use the same tools, but the expertise is what's going to lead you to the next level, especially if you're running businesses. I always say to anyone in this industry, what should you be looking for when you're choosing your partner, when you're choosing that future relationship, when you're starting a business? Make sure they are capable to have a scalable hosting infrastructure. This is a key to do business. A tech stack. I take a lot of pride in how we've chosen our third-party vendors. They play a tremendous role in any business. No matter what you're running as an operation, you must know that that partner has the ability and expertise to deal with some of the best players in the industry. Companies like us, we have a 24/7 support because we understand the importance of being there for your business if and when you need it. Ability to provide various jurisdictions. Well, every company structure, every business has its own way to structure business. Therefore, you must be able to do business with operations that are capable to support you no matter what your jurisdiction. I think this is a very important element, especially in today's era and where we're going in the crypto world. The level of expertise, as I said, this is key. The ability this is something a lot of people really overlook over time, and that is the ability to serve the business when you're at an early stage or when you have growth momentum. You make sure you're going to do business with someone who can support you along your journey. Otherwise, you're going to have to change providers, and that's never an optimum approach. I can go on forever on what you should be looking for when you're choosing a business partner. Unfortunately, I ran out of time. I realized that it was simply not enough to share all I have to say today, but nevertheless, this is who we are. We have one of the biggest booths in the event. I'll be glad to have a one-on-one discussion with any of you. B2Broker is one of our companies. It's basically what we're known for. But we run a digital asset solution. We also run a tech side of the business, which is very sophisticated for many of you who have business needs. Unfortunately, I don't have any more time remaining for the day, but I would like to just say thank you, each and one of you, for listening to me today. Have a great remaining of the day. Bye-bye.
Welcome back to the Bitcoin Amsterdam live desk presented by Bitcoin Magazine. I am joined once again by Nifty and Iago. So I think we want to get into the L2s of it all. So obviously there was a lot of talk on the BIP 300 panel about Lightning, its use cases. Is it cannibalizing miners? Is it assisting miner revenue? Going over to you, Iago, do you think Lightning is going to be something that can scale and build out Bitcoin, or will there be other L2s that are needed, or do you think Lightning will die over time? Over to you.
So I think I've been part of this Lightning journey from the very beginning. Mm-hmm. Taj started writing the white paper while he was working at a remittance company that I had founded. And we had a challenge of how do we move Bitcoin cheaply for the purpose of remittance. I was skeptical of it then because I think Lightning has a very clear problem. It requires pre-funding, and that makes it economically inefficient. It makes it difficult to scale. Now, it certainly has uses, but I think overall we've been somewhat disappointed because we had expectations from Lightning that Lightning could never fulfill. We need other systems, particular P2P, non-collateralized or non-pre-funded systems, which will allow for much higher scale, because Lightning can only provide for certain niche use cases.
All right. Lisa, 10 seconds to you real quick. Well, I know you want to counter it because you've been in Lightning a long time.
Yeah, I think Lightning has been fairly successful already in terms of getting people to transact off-chain, and that it has lived up to being fairly decentralized. Like, being decentralized is expensive and inefficient. I think that's one of the trade-offs that you get. So as we continue to build decentralized payment rails for Bitcoin, I think that overcoming that problem with inefficiency is going to be like a really long and hard problem to solve.
Definitely. We'll be talking about Lightning with the Nostr protocol panel next, so it'll be cool to see the integrations there. Going over to the Genesis stage now.
Thank you, Miami, for the last 3 years in this amazing city. The whole world shut down, but Miami welcomed us with open arms. We want to show Bitcoin to the whole world. We are taking the conference on the road to set the stage for Bitcoin in a new city. Nashville. Bitcoin 2024 is coming to Nashville in Tennessee, a city that is known as a music and freedom city. Bitcoin 2024 in Nashville from July 25th to 27th.